What up, y'all? It's your boy Var. We back again with another one. Except today's special, man. Today's a special day, right? We got Lomachenko. We got Teofimo Lopez today. All right. Today, what I'm doing today is just gonna give you a prediction. This is just gonna be my prediction. I've been seeing a lot of people get their prediction. There's a lot of bets going on. I see what Las Vegas got. Low man. I see what they got. Teofimo. I'm gonna tell you like this. All right, I'm gonna tell you like this. My man Tio has a better chance of winning than people think. All right, so what I did in order to figure this out, I'm gonna go with Tio on this one, a split decision. I'm gonna do a split decision win for Teofimo Lopez tonight. Split decision win for Teofimo. Here's why. All right, so I went back and I watched the Gary Russell Jr. fight. All right, I had to go back to somebody that was fast, and because speed matters in a fight like this, right? So I had to go back to a fight where speed mattered, and the thing that Gary Russell Jr. was lacking was just a little bit more pop on those punches. All right, just a little bit, because he was doing a lot of good catch and shooting. Okay, he was doing a lot of good catch and shooting, but I really do feel like Lomachenko was just a little bit too big for Gary Russell Jr. at that time. Um, I know that Gary Russell Jr. was saying that he was weight drained and things like that, but I think there was a lot of body punches that Loma was giving Gary Russell Jr. that fight that was giving him some trouble. That night, and I don't think he would like to admit that really, but that body work was good. It may have been stacked up on top of him being weight drained for it, but that body work that Loma was giving him, man, was really good. He was smothering him because his power didn't keep Loma off of Gary. You know what I mean? His power didn't keep him off. So I went back into the fight and I saw the fact that he didn't have the power. Now the same thing that I see in Tio, the same thing that I see in Gary, I kind of see the speed in Tio as well, where he can get maybe 2 or 3 shots off before Loma is able to get one off. In a certain spots of the fight, right? So I feel that when Tio hits Loma with the punches that Gary was able to hit Loma with, Loma is gonna react a little bit differently. Like, oh, okay, yeah, this dude got a little bit of power. He got a little bit of power. Let's have some more respect for him. Not saying he's gonna back off of Teofimo, but he is going to, he's gonna press the fight with a little bit more caution in his heart that these punches can put you down, just like how he did kind of what's his name, Luke Campbell a little bit. Luke Campbell was able to get off a little bit. I've never seen Luke Campbell fight the way he did when he fought Loma. I give him props for that. But Loma, I believe Loma will be able to use his footwork this fight. Not a lot of people made him do too much. Lately, he was getting people out of there, except for Nakatani. Of course, he won 12 rounds with him. But with him, he was very swift. People say just because he won 12 rounds, Teofimo can't handle boxers. Yo, this dude, he was slipping punches, countering, catching, shooting. He displayed a very good fundamental game that fight. So when people are saying like, oh, he won 12 rounds with Nakatani, and the other fighter, I think Nakatani would have beat. Keep it real. Not only that, I was also thinking about what Lomachenko said in the video where they asked him how he would react or how he would fight Floyd Mayweather if he were to fight him. And he was a little nervous, like, oh, I don't think I could beat, Floyd Mayweather, or it would be very difficult. I don't know how I would beat him, He said with the shoulder roll and this and that, da. But he might be nervous about doing that with Tio. He may be nervous a little bit. He might know that the ring IQ is high because Tio emulates Floyd Mayweather's style a bit when he fights. So he kind of already has in his head it's going to be a chess match. So I know you guys heard that on the weigh-ins. Ooh, and those weigh-ins were so dope. Oh, God, yo, I can't wait for this fight. I really can't. But with the Mayweather style, he says he would have a little bit of trouble. He would probably have to smother. He would do his best to try to smother Teofimo, but Teofimo's arms are short enough to have some effect in the inside game. So how long is Lomachenko going to stand inside with Tio? You know what I mean? these are the reasons why I feel like Tio will have the upper hand, because he has the speed and power and youth behind him. Now the experience portion of it, people want to say that Lomachenko has more experience. He is older, and he has a lot of amateur fights under him. But Teofimo's amateur pedigree is no pushover either. You know what I mean? I feel like this is a very even fight. I am picking Tio for a split decision win. I do think he'll be able to keep up with with Loma. He will be able to keep up with Loma all the way into 12 rounds, to the point where maybe Loma it'll look like Loma is landing more punches during the fight, but Teofimo's punches would look more effective. It would seem more powerful, more dynamic punches that would be coming from Teofimo's side. That's why I said split decision. I don't think that any one of them will get the unanimous decision here, because not one of them is going to look overpowering. You know what I mean? Because of the fact that Teofimo is the future, I don't think Top Rank will have an issue giving Teofimo that belt. I don't. I think they see a lot of future money coming from Teofimo along with these other young fighters. He can start building up dynasty fights and tournaments and things like that to keep the money rolling over in Top Rank. This is just another thought that I just had about the business part of it. You know what I mean? Because that matters too. You know how Bob Arum do. You feel me? You know how Bob do. But yeah, again, Tio, split decision win. Again, Loma's no pushover. I'm not a Loma hater or nothing like that. This is a very good fight, man. Congratulations to freaking ESPN. They did the damn thing, and it's free. I feel like it's a steal. You know? Hope you guys can catch the fight. All right, this is my prediction. Okay, for now, this is the final prediction. Again, I've heard a lot of people saying Loma is gonna win this fight, or Teofimo is gonna have to win by knockout. I think a little bit more of Teofimo than you guys do. I think he could win the fight with decision with his boxing. Straight like that. Yo, this is Var War Boxing. You know what it is. You already know what it is. You understand what I'm saying? I'm the change that you want to see, right? Check me out on the next one. Yeah.